Welcome back to AM Buffalo. So when we hear about mesothelioma or lung cancer and think that it only affects those that are exposed to it in the workplace, that's not true.
Our friends at Lipsitz, Ponterio, and Comerford explain how living in the same house as a worker who worked with or around asbestos puts you at risk.
So Michael, it's a pleasure to sit with you because today we're talking about something that people I'm sure have a lot of questions about. We're talking future trends in asbestos litigation.
You know, a lot of people ask me, how come asbestos litigation is still going if they last used asbestos decades ago and major companies like Bethlehem Steel and Durez stopped working in the 80s? How can their employees still be getting sick 30, 40 years later? And the reason is asbestos disease is what they call a latent disease. In other words, you don't breathe in asbestos in the morning and get sick with mesothelioma in the afternoon. It lays dormant in your lungs up to 50 years after you were exposed to asbestos. So take an example, a gentleman who worked at Bethlehem Steel up until 1980, say. He has 50 years up until the time this latency takes effect that he could get mesothelioma. Any time period between 1980 and 2030, 50 years later.
Yeah.
So that's latency. Another factor is a lot of the products still contained asbestos into the 2000s, like such common products as brake linings on automobiles and trucks. They contained asbestos into the year 2000. Talc powder products like Johnson & Johnson baby powder contained asbestos just until a couple years ago. So people that were exposed, children were exposed, adults, they have up to 50 years till they could get mesothelioma. So it's a very real and current trend, people getting sick. The first question people that get mesothelioma is, how did I ever get it? I haven't worked with asbestos in years.
Yeah, especially so many years later. Speak to rip out, because I mean, that's another
factor. You know, while most asbestos products, asbestos was phased out in 1972, they still remained around, whether they were factories, homes, schools, buildings, and they were in place and they were not disturbed. Then when companies come to remodel or take out asbestos, workers had to rip it out, remove the oldest in-place asbestos, put new asbestos-free products in, and that process occurred well into the 80s when people weren't really aware of the potential dangers and didn't have precautions available to take. So that's another clear example where people working into the 80s exposed to asbestos directly, that's up to 50 years they could get sick with mesothelioma.
Well, what do you say to all the people that are thinking, all of those companies have gone bankrupt, Michael?
That's
what
right.
am I supposed to do now?
There have been a tremendous number of former companies that made asbestos, like Johns Manville. They actually filed for bankruptcy in 1982. They were 150 on the Fortune 500. A lot of these companies had billions of dollars of insurance set aside. So really there are 3 legal remedies now, and one is lawsuits. And those are against companies that are still not bankrupt, and they have tremendous amounts of insurance to back up the claims. So we have that avenue for people. Secondly, these bankruptcy trusts with all these companies that went into bankruptcy, they took their insurance monies and formed these trusts, which total over $1 billion. That's available, a separate legal remedy for people that are injured by asbestos. And the third is, and we at our office take advantage of this for our clients, workers' comp claims. For instance, if a worker becomes disabled at work from asbestos disease, they can file a workers' comp claim. And God forbid, if they die or pass away from an asbestos disease, their widow has a comp claim against their last employer insurance company, so they can get benefits there. So there's still, fortunately for people that get this dreaded disease, compensation for them, so they can get their affairs in order and have some peace of mind that when they pass, their family is protected. You can call us locally, get on our website, and we'll be glad to do an intake, come to your house, find out whether you have an asbestos disease, get your records, and initially there's no expense associated with that at all to the client. It's only when they have what we think a viable, a meritorious case, then we'll retain, and the client will retain us, and then we'll officially start their lawsuit.
And there's more information on your screen if you need to contact them. And they're right here in Buffalo, and they give a lot of great information.
They really do. And we'll, of course, have them on our show again to talk about different points when it comes to knowing what you need to know about asbestos exposure and mesothelioma.